So welcome back, family. We're here with yet another rip, this time of the mega boxes from this year's 2026 Topps Chrome Marvel. So mega boxes are new this year. They did have blasters last year, but they added to the retail slate, and they seem to be pretty cost effective and yet still have that fun factor. So let's go ahead. I have 5 of these mega boxes, then we'll rip all 5 because it's roughly the same cost as one hobby box. So we can kind of see the comparison between the values of the 5 megas versus the hobby box that we had already ripped on this. So let's go ahead and get into this, and I will be reviewing and analyzing what we get out of this. So please keep aware of that. And as always, if you like content like this, please let me know by hitting like and subscribe. So these mega boxes retail for about $70 with the secondary market around $90 to $100 for these mega boxes. You do get an extra card per pack, 7 cards in a pack as opposed to the usual 6. You do get less packs. You get only the 8 out of here, but it's overall pretty good in terms of what you can actually get out of these. As you can see, there's one numbered parallel per box, as well as one fanfare, which is, again, like I said before, is catching everyone's eye in terms of one of the better inserts coming out of this set. So let's go ahead and see what we get. I might have mentioned the last time they have exclusive parallels coming out of these mega boxes, and those are the X-Fractors, and they can become numbered. And that's what we're tend to be looking for, green all the way down to a red X-Fractor, which I personally like the X-Fractors over the hobby exclusive Storm Fractors. Speaking of the X-Fractor, here's one right here. This is the common X-Fractor, this one of Wasp. And you can get the same inserts here that you do in the hobby. There's one added insert in the mega boxes, and that is the X-Force 35th anniversary inserts that fairly similar to the giant size X-Men 50th anniversary inserts that we saw last year. And as always, those can become numbered as well. Some of the things, and here's one right here, just so, since we just talked about, here's one of Richter, of those X-Force anniversaries. One of the, some of the things that you can't get out of these mega boxes that you usually find in hobby are mainly the sketches. So you're not no sketches out of here, as well as some of one of the SSPs, the reflections, are not available in these mega boxes. However, the other short prints like the Visage and the Topps Originals and the Astonishings can come out of this. So let's see what we can actually get. Again, a lot more base cards coming out of here. So be prepared for all those base cards. And other than that, again, pretty cost effective, yet still fun. There is that upside because you can get the hobby parallels out of this, such as the Superfractors, Reds, Blacks, Trues, Waves, stuff like that. The only thing that you won't see is the Claude variations, as well as, I believe, the logo, Marvel logo factor is hobby exclusive as well. Here's another X-Fractor here. This one of Better Ray Bill. There's a Beyond, Star-Lord. Again, all the space. But again, so the ceiling may be a little lower comparatively to hobby, but the floor with the one number card as well as the fanfares, you actually get a higher hit rate on those fanfares here compared to the other formats. And there's a Spidey. All right, still looking for our fanfare and our numbered hit. I think this is our numbered. And it's gonna be one of those Dazzlers. Dazzler Discos to 80. So again, things that you can find in a hobby box that is actually here. This is gonna be upside down. So to 80, we have Quicksilver. On a Dazzler Disco, 20 of 80 is our numbered hit out of this box. So not bad. You're not just relegated to, the spider webs or the blues or what have you. You can get some of the lower numbered hobby parallels out of this. Cool. And this one should have our fanfare. Hopefully. Yep, it's that second one. It looks like it's a Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman. There we go. And these fanfares are becoming a fan favorite of the collectors. And a lot of people are putting this set together, including myself. And you see that these can be numbered, and you can get numbered fanfares out of these mega boxes as well. As you can see with my Cyclops gold one to 50. So there's our first one. Let's see what else, and hopefully we can see one of those numbered X-Fractors so you can see how those look. Again, I do like how those come out comparatively to some of the other parallels or hobby exclusive. But again, yeah, this is good value product comparatively to the hobby. Again, you just don't have that height, maybe that ceiling you can get with the sketches, as well as the ever so popular reflections. All right, so the start of box 2, another X-Fractor, this one of Gamora, and icons of the Scarlet Witch. And you will get a lot of base. Here's another X-Force insert. This one of Sunspot. And then One World Under Doom. Yeah, there's Jeff. So in terms of the anniversary inserts, that's what's really the difference between the different formats. So you saw the Black Panther anniversary in the hobby. You see these X-Force anniversaries here in the megas, and the blasters have, I believe it's a, we have a spiderweb, blue-red spiderweb to 62, but the blasters have the, I think, Fantastic Four anniversary, or some type of Fantastic Four insert. Yeah, this looks like a blue red to 62 of Jean Grey is our second numbered hit. Which kind of is a little bit more appropriate with the upcoming movie. Brand New Day coming into theaters at the end of this month. Nice Jean Grey to 62. So again, we've already started off with two parallels that you can find in the hobby already. And two that we actually didn't find in our own hobby box. Let's see, and speaking of things that you actually find in here, you can still get the artist autographs. They do come out of here, although they're a lot tougher to hit comparatively to hobby, where you get usually about two 2 per case. Yeah, other than the sketches and the reflections, you can pretty much find most of the things that you find in a hobby box. There's Emma. Mr. Fantastic. Still looking for a Fanfare. Oh, I should probably put Spider-Woman over here. There's our Fanfare. Oh, we had another number card, and it's going to be a green X-Fractor. So I actually got 2 numbered cards out of this. There's my PC of Cyclops. Meanwhile, Rogue versus Storm. It's going to be upside down. And green to 99. Wow, there we go. Nice Spider-Man. Green, this is a 18 and a 99 on the green X-Fractor of Spider-Man. Cool. Nice numbered Spidey. I'll take that. Coincidentally, with his parallel, it is the other numbered hit. Boom. Not easy to do. Numbered Spidey. Sweet. So still looking for that Fanfare too. Nice. Again, this is a fun product. You can the hits are there at a good value. So you just need to kind of find the punch, especially if you can get it at the retail cost of $69.99. And our Fanfare is Miles. Nice. This is a great mega box. Jean Grey to 62. A green Spidey to 99. And then Miles on the Fanfare. All right, let's see if we can top that second one. That's gonna be tough. Hoping to see something maybe lower. Again, you're always looking for something gold or better with your numbered hit. These are, this is popping off decently. All right, box number 3 of 5. It's gonna be tough to top that green Spidey, but let's see what we can do. Amaranth on the X-Fractor. Carnage on the icon. Oh, that's not Carnage. That's Daredevil on the icons. And our base. Oh, here comes another X-Force, another Sunspot. And One World. I will say these One World Under Dooms definitely follow those anniversary inserts, regardless of the format. So something in the collation that I've definitely noticed. All right, here is a Future Stars of Inari. And where's that? I think this is a comic cover. So these are roughly, yep, 1 per case. These comic covers, they're coming out a little over 1 per case in the megas. They about 1 every other case for the hobby. So nice little kind of short printed insert of a comic cover. So again, you're hitting the stuff that you want to see out of this for a little bit cheaper price. And there's the rest of the base. So I already saw a classic comic cover. Those, again, can be numbered. I think they start at 50. Strong guy. There's Jeff. So looking for a numbered card in our fanfare out of our third box, but they've already given us a comic cover. Scorpion on the X-Fractor, Sinister on the Beyond, common insert. And there's our base, Dumasaur. Yep, just the X-Force. And base. So the last two packs. Meanwhile, and we have, looks like just a pink here, which makes sense since we got kind of a short printed insert as our other hit. So here's the base of the Magneto J. Scott Campbell art. And this, behind this, meanwhile, is Witchy. Pink to 250. 6-7. Might have to cut more sleeves. Only went for, thought I'd only have like 12 hits out of these. That's a little too small. Out of these 5 mega boxes, but if I get one more extra hit, I'm gonna run out of sleeves, or pre-cut sleeves. All right, so our fanfare should be in this pack. You can always tell it's always a little bit thicker at 55 point, like I said before, and there's Spider-Man. Gotta love picks of Spider-Man. So they made up on the higher numbered parallel with a fanfare and a comic cover. So again, pretty good. I think our first box was probably our worst box, and we still got a, number to 80 out of that you can usually find in hobby. All right, lucky number 4 for me. Let's see if we can't beat that Spider-Man. Or maybe get an auto of Frank Miller or Art Germ or someone like that. Maybe get another short printed insert, like a Topps Original. Or maybe you can find at least maybe a numbered fanfare. That'd be nice. Nope. Here's the Boo. Here's Gwen on the X-Fractor. Gwen again on the Icons. And our base. There's Thanos and Iron Man. Might do 2 stacks of base because it's starting to pile up and getting in the way. All right. Another Sunspot. That's our like 3rd Sunspot on the X-Force. And more base. Oh, let's... Is that just an X-Force? Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is behind this White Fox. Oh, I think this is a facsimile auto. It's a dual facsimile auto of Scarlet Witch and Vision. So again, you can get those short printed hits. This is the orange to 25. Nice. Cool. Well, and this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. Because these are not easy to hit, even in hobby. Man. So that may match or potentially beat that Spidey. Nice dual auto of the Lovebirds. 25. Alrighty. This may be my favorite format this year. Alright, Ben Riley, X-Factor, Shulky, Icons. Here's Jeff. Alrighty. Cannonball on the X-Force. Luna. Madeline. See if they're going to give us another numbered card on top of this. They are. And it's going to be another green X-Fractor, it looks like. So we have a green X-Fractor to 99 of Spider-Man Noir. I've briefly started this series on Amazon. I got a Spidey Noir, so we're only getting the green X-Fractors so far. I haven't seen anything lower, but we've also been fortuitous with some short printed inserts, like the comic covers and the dual facsimile auto. And this last fanfare pack looks like first Galactus on the refractor, and our fanfare is White Widow, Yelena. Well, I only have one pre-cut sleeve because we got that extra hit from that dual auto. So we'll see. I'll have to finagle another sleeve out eventually. But again, this is really good stuff, especially for the value. Again, this, I was able to get this at I think I got this from Best Buy actually. So like your usual retailers that have cards, but I got this at the retail price, $70 a box, and it's been really good. This pack's kind of stuck. There we go. All right, fifth and final. It's already been a good rip, I would say. So let's see. This is just cherry on top at this point. Let's see if we can't get maybe a lower numbered X-Fractor hit comparatively to all the greens that we've been getting. Here's Null, who made our big appearance during our hobby rip. And Domino on the X-Force. There's another One World Under Doom right behind it. And all the base. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Just Kidnet Venom on the Future Stars and base. Let's see what else we got. Just a refractor in this one. Black Bolt. And our base. Love to see a numbered fanfare, or at least like a gold or better. On the X-Fractor, Kid Venom again. Beyond of Black Panther. And our base. 3 more packs. We got Boom Boom this time. And the Super Refractor of this has already been pulled. Tombstone. Alright, here should be our 2 hit packs. Always seem to be on the bottom. And it's still just a green. So this one's so far a little underwhelming comparatively to our others. But nice, decent MJ. 15 of 99. This time on the green X-Fractor. And finally, it should be our fanfare. Fingers crossed that it's a numbered fanfare, but probably is not. It's not. So there's Jeff, Hulk, Tigra's our refractor, and it looks like She-Hulk is our fanfare out of this one that I don't have a pre-cut sleeve for because we had one too many hits that I expected. But yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Again, lots of fun. Didn't end strong, but I will take this out of a 5-box rip of here. So again, you got a lot of good stuff with the fanfares. We got some short prints as well. Did get only the green X-Fractor as our as some of our hits, but all right. So to recap, again, this is the same, actually maybe a little less in terms of how much a hobby box is, but these 5 mega boxes, again, if you're chasing those fanfares, it's a great way to get a fanfare. Got Spider-Woman, got nice Miles, love the Spider-Man, She-Hulk, and White Widow on our fanfares. Now our numbered hits, Scarlet Witch was the highest one at 250. Then our X-Fractors of Mary Jane, Spider-Man Noir, and obviously the big one of Spider-Man. And then other lower numbered, same things that come out of the hobby. Dazzler Disco of Quicksilver to 80. A Jean Grey, Red and Blue Spider-Web to 62. And our 2 kind of short prints, which I think we lucked out a little bit more than usual. The comic covers, short print. And obviously a dual facsimile auto. Vision and the Scarlet Witch to 25. So there you have it. Again, great stuff. I'm actually going to be ripping a full case of 20 mega boxes for the channel, so stay tuned for that. Again, this, if you were to choose one format to chase in for this year's Topps Chrome Marvel, I would actually point you towards the mega boxes. As long as you're not chasing sketches and reflections, yeah, definitely go for these mega boxes because they are giving. Again, hope you enjoy this. Again, if you like content like this, please let me know by hitting like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by.